Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the pre-market live show. It's Monday, February 3rd, and that market is red. Holy cow, I was waiting for that heat map to change over, and it is red, and we expected it to be. So let's go through, see what's happening, if anything's going to be happening, and let's see what we're going to be looking at today besides a whole sea of red. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice. Always do your due diligence, and let's take a look. Let's get in here and see where our Jolie's jumpers are. I can't even believe we have any jumpers this morning, but let's take a look and see what we have here. BGI. Let's see what BGI is doing this morning. Anyway, it's down a little bit. It did run Friday pretty good. And all these could be a little Friday runner, but it's okay. We'll take a look and see. This one actually looks like it's setting up on the pullback. It ran 174 to 209, and this morning it's 162 to 171. It's at 165, but it's still sitting in a good spot. I'd keep an eye on that BGI. And how about B Hat here? It's running up this morning. And apparently they just did something. They purchased 1 ton of gold. So there you go for B Hat. And like I kept saying, it looked great, even though they had 3 offerings and a reverse split. It ran up to 7 cents this morning. It's back to 5, and it's hitting that 20. We'll see if it can get moving a little bit more today. I'm not so sure, but it did run up there. So there you go for your B Hat and Clue, CLEU. This one's way down there. We've been watching it. We watched it run up there, and then it went from like 7 something, 7.51 down to 13 cents. It was crazy. And it's at 17 cents right now. So we're going to keep an eye on that Clue, CLEU. And CYCN was running Friday. I know that. Let's see if it's doing anything this morning. I'm not so sure it is. But CYCN was moving. Let's see, it went 363 to 447 this morning. It's at 388 and came down to it's at 370 right now. So CYCN, I bet if today wasn't so brutal, that one probably would have kept running up there. DXF, this one ran back up again, even higher on Friday. I saw it running up there. DXF, it's that like Chinese company, China Credit Service, and it ran like crazy up there. 1760 to $48. It closed at 22.98. So DXF, that one did get a little bit crazy there. And LGHL, let's see what that's doing here. That's just a little bit of pullback. That's the Lion. Let's see what the Lion is doing here, because it was trying to run on Friday, 15 to 18. It closed at 15, it looks like, and that's where it's at right now. And it is trying to get set up, so we'll keep an eye on that line. It did look like it's going to pull back a hair today, though, with everything else, but it was getting really set up there, LGHL. PRTG, Portage Biotech or something. This one is curling up pretty good. It's actually up. Holy cow, we found something that's actually up right now. Maybe we'll see. 452 to 670 on Friday. It closed at 541. Then this morning, 540 to 604, but now it's at 460. So it didn't run up there, but it pulled back as well. PRTG and REBN. Let's see what REBN, that Reborn Coffee, that one looks like it could be running up here. And yeah, that one popped up there today, 331 to 820. It's at 773. So there you go. There's one Reborn Coffee. That one got reborn and ran up there. So there you go with REBN and SMX. Let's see what the security company is doing here. This one could actually start to look really good. SMX, I know it was trying to set up the other day, and Friday it was 466 down to 4, and that's where it's sitting. So we'll see how it looks, but it was setting up there. It could be a dip and rip on a security company. SOPA, SOPA, Society Pass. I remember looking at this before, and it ran. And SOPA is setting back up. It ran Friday $1 to 208, and today it's 178 to 207. So there you go. SOPA, that one's moving, and TCTM. Let's take a look at that TCTM Kids IT Education in China, because this one was running Friday. It pulled back a little bit. It looks like TCTM And yeah, it ran up to a dollar from 18 cents to a dollar 34 on Friday. And then today it went 71 to dollar 19 and it's at 85. So not too bad there. And that is a TCTM and UOKA. And this one jumped up this morning. This is a real estate company, guys. Like I keep telling you, there's a real estate one, 21 to 42. It's at 34 right now. And that is a real estate in the UK. But I'm telling you, they all look pretty decent. So there you go at your Jolie's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie. Greatly appreciate that great list right there. And let's go ahead and take a look at our laptop lowdowns. Let me find them real quick. I know I saw him. Hold on. Let me just look on his page. I thought I retweeted him out, but I don't even see where I wrote him. Where did I put him at? I know I had him on here. I just saw him earlier, I thought. I have no idea where they went. I'll look for him. Hold on. Give me a second. I swear I tweeted them out, this retweeted them this morning, but I don't even see them. There's our Jolie's jumpers. Didn't I do it right? There they are. Oh, it was right below it. Okay, here we go. I was gonna say I thought I retweeted them. Icon, ICON. Let's look at it here. Icon Energy. And this one was way down here. It's starting to make a curl. Let's see if it's doing anything yet this morning. Um, yeah, it is 39 cents. That's what it's sitting at. What it closed at? It closed at 40, so it dipped down a penny. And like I said, it's just going to be jumping around as it curls up there, but it's definitely one to keep an eye on. ICON. We were looking at it for a little while there, and CTNM. Let's look at this one. This one's way in the basement. This one's going to be a good one. CTNM. Yeah, that one's not ready yet, but that one we'll keep an eye on. That one's at like 979 and it's way down there. And how about GRO is Brazil Potash? And this one just like started and it just opened up in the basement. It's kind of odd. They don't always do that. What is it? GRO. Yeah, GRO. It might have jumped up a little today. It opened at $5. It closed at 438. So yeah, it did curl up. Keep your eye on this thing, GRO. This could grow a little bit more today, so we'll keep an eye on that. IGMS, let's look at that. IGM Biosciences, and it's curled through right there. It's still in the basement, but it's just kind of running flat. And this is IGMS and it is trying to move. Not yet. 147 to 155. It closed at 150 on Friday. It's not doing anything yet, but it is getting set up there. MGOL. This one was starting to look really good to try to curl back up. Let me take a look and see what it's doing this morning here. MGOL opened at 12, got down to 11. It's at 12 right now. And I'm telling you, keep your eye on this MGOL as well. It's trying to crawl off that MACD. It looks pretty decent right there. It's a U.S. advertising agency. And I don't know what they have going on, but it's not looking bad. And MVO, let's see what MV Oil Trust, that's way down. Holy cow, MVO. Yeah, keep an eye on this thing. It's way down here. It just keeps pulling back. That's probably Friday's date, I'm sure. Yeah, Friday could be its bottom down there. We'll take a look at it and see. I'll look at it today, MVO, but that could be a good one. RTC, this one was also looking like it wanted to bottom out there on Friday. It had that big dip down, it looked like. Let's see, on Friday, 85 to 92. It came down to 78, and I think that might even be its low. So, yeah, it looks much better. It's at 86 right now and it's starting to curl up. So keep your eye on RTC, guys. We've been watching that one for like a week or a couple weeks and that one's starting to get moving. SDST, that Stardust Power, and this thing's going to get cruising too. It's starting to crawl up right there. So keep your eye on SDST as that one's starting to look pretty good. It's at 104 right now. It looks like is it moving? That's just Friday's date. So SDST not doing anything yet, but it is looking good. And STSS Sharps Technology, This thing is down in the basement, but it's getting set up here. You can see it's starting to set up. Not curled up yet. 38. That's probably Friday's date. Oh no, it's today. It ran Friday 40 to 43, and it closed at 40. So open and close, same price. And then this morning it opened at 38, and that's where it's at. So it dropped down 2 cents, but not looking bad to get set up. And WINT, this Wint tree, this one's way in the basement now, and this one's getting set up and actually curling up. So keep an eye on WINT because that one's starting to look pretty good as well. So yeah, I would keep an eye on that. RIME, let's look at that one. That one's up a little bit this morning and curling up. We were looking at that. It wasn't looking too bad. TRNR, let's see. It's just flat this morning. We'll see if it wants to do anything. And BYON, let me see. It's up 19 cents. And it does look like it. I don't know if it's going to break through that resistance. I would be real careful right there. It looks like it jumped up this morning to that is today, yeah. 821 to 898 and it's at 848. And I mean, it has that look like if today wasn't so red, it would have gotten right up into the top. That's what I was afraid of for this thing, BYON. But it's not looking too bad. I mean, it's up a little bit. That's a bonus for today, but I would have to be careful as it's hitting that top with this red market right there. So we'll look at HURA. That thing was trying to get popping up the other day. Keep an eye on that one. How about ADTX? What's that doing this morning? That one's trying to curl up. It's actually up 2% at 11 cents. So keep an eye on that. And SBEV was looking really good, guys, and it's up. Remember, I said somebody asked about it last night, and that thing was looking great, 23 to 32. It's at 28 right now, and that's at SBEV, Splash Beverage Group. I'm not sure what was going on over there, but something nice was happening. And let's see, SGD, a couple of these other ones I wrote down. That's not really moving. What's Agrify doing this morning? That one's just flat, but that, yeah, it looks pretty flat. Don't look like it's today's date. So, yeah, a bunch of them just sitting right there, moving around. We'll look at the market and see what's going on. What about X Steel? Let's see what's that. X is United States Steel Corp. That's just sitting flat, but trying to get rolling off that MACD. So, wow, what a red market right there. Let's take a look at our SPY and everybody real quick. Our SPY is down 935 and it's the 592. Remember, I was saying I didn't think it was going to get caught on that 20 right there, 596. I was saying look at it and see if it comes down to 584. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to come that low, but there is support down there. So and then there's more support underneath of that if it had to. So we'll see how low it comes down today, how much gets sold off, but it's definitely down, that's for sure. And let's look at the rest of the Mag 7. Apple's down 438, and that one's down here at 231. It's crossed through the MACD. Let me see. AAPL. Yeah, it's still crossed through the MACD, but definitely pulled back there today, that's for sure. And Amazon, that's down 495 and coming back down and probably going to hit that support at either 229 or 227 in that area. It's at 232 right now, so it looks like it's going to pull back a little bit more. And how about Google's down $3? And honestly, they are pulled back, but not that crazy. I thought they were going to look a lot worse, so it is red, but Google's just pulled back 201 to 202, and it's at 202 right now. I mean, it's not even looking that bad for Google, so we'll take a look at that one today. And good old Meta, so Google has something up. Meta's down 13.98. That did look like it did top out, so that could be just dipping down to get reset up for Meta. And Microsoft MSFT. This one is down further. We thought it was going to dip down a little more. It's down another 541 there. So there you go with Microsoft coming down some more. And Nvidia is down $4 again, and this one's pulling back some more, and they're getting crushed right now. And Tesla wasn't looking too bad to get set up. It's down $11. You guys listened to that Doge show last night with Elon. That was pretty interesting. I mean, the wet amount of money wasted. They didn't really go through a whole huge list, but it was an interesting show. And they said they'll do some more of them, and it was definitely good. I'll definitely listen to them. Yeah, what a waste of money this country has. Holy cow, it's insane. AEMD's not moving yet. OHI, let's see what that's doing. That's down 50 cents. That one's going to get set up, that Omega. And Gyro, GYRO, that's just sitting there right there right now, but not really doing a whole lot. That's a real estate services as well. And let's take a look and see. We did our Tesla. Let's just look at AMC. I mean, everything's kind of down right now. That's down 5 cents. GameStop is down $1.27, and Unity's down, and Chewy's probably down $1. Yeah, that was a good sell off on my expiration on Friday. So there you go for that one. And what else do we want to look at? We'll look at the ones SMCI and them guys. What are they? Semiconductors. Couldn't think of the word. AVGO. That's down $6 right now, and MU. That's down 235. And again, these things are just pulling back. I mean, they do look pretty bad. TSM is down $7. That one was actually looking good. So yeah, that one just got pulled back down there. SMCI is down 90 cents and pulling back. That was trying to get set up, and AMD's down 290 and pulled way back there. So that one was set up, and their earnings are coming up tomorrow. And yeah, it did look great the other day, and it still might pop up off that earnings. So you might get AMD at a discount today. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. Good old AMD because it is setting up there. And QCOM, this one was up there but pulled back 398, so it's at 168.99 at the moment. And let's take a look at Intel INTC. That one's also down. And let's look at Snow. That wasn't even looking too bad. And that one's pulled back 451 down to its support line. And PLTR is even down $1.31. So everything is coming down today. It's just going to be one of them days. And today, PLTR does have their earnings report comes out for PLTR. So keep an eye on that on earnings if you like them. And let's take a look and see. I mean, MicroStrategy is probably way down $20, $9. It's down to 315. So it's getting hit down there pretty good. DJT is even down $1.50. I mean, you're not finding anything that's looking real good. Fun is kind of just sitting there, but it's not moving yet. And let's see what else. Let's look at Boeing. That one's down $3. So we thought that was going to be pulling back there. And yeah, a lot of good pullback on that. Pretty red right there, I must say. Let me see if you guys want to see anything. Let me go ahead and take a look and see. We'll look at that ETF 500. Let me take a look and see what it's doing this morning, as a matter of fact. Let me pop in here and bring that up and see what's happening there. It's at 0.015. It's actually looking like it wants to bounce back up right there. So, I mean, it got under a penny, I think, for a hair, but it did hold itself. I mean, it was trying to hold itself at 2 cents, and then yesterday it was just a disaster for everything. So, obviously, it came down with everything else. But yeah, it's looking like much better. So I bet there's a lot of buys. I'm not sure. I'm not really looking at the thing right now, but it does look like there's some good buy orders coming in there. So we'll keep an eye on it today. You know that. So I'll keep you guys updated on the ETF 500 right there. LRHC. Let's look at that one. And like I said, real estate, I didn't look at it yet, but real estate's looking good. This is up a hair, and it's trying to get set up, guys, really good. So keep your eye on this LRHC. It is looking great right there. And real estate ones do look good. And the SPY and the AMD are trading in the pre-market, so they are trading right now. And like I said, that SPY's down, AMD is down, and just pulling back there. RGTI, let's see what that one's doing. Them ones weren't looking too bad, but that's pulled back just a little bit flat though. They'll be good, I think, these quantum and computer hardwares. So we'll keep an eye on them. What's that today? 1258 to 1312, and it's at 1277. So it is up a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's going to be running much today. So Watch for any pullback right there for RGTI and that SBEV. Yeah, that one's looking really good, huh? Like I said, I forget who called it in yesterday, but we looked at it and I knew that was going to be popping. It looked great right there. So that one is up SBEV. That was a good call by someone. We'll have to see who that was, but it's at 28 cents. It went 23 to 32, and it's looking really good right there. TNYA, big volume today. What is that? TNYA. And that one is trying to crawl up there. What is that? A biotech company. So TYNA, right? Or no, I lied. TNYA. TNYA. Here we go. Hold on. Let me get that back up there. TNYA. I was lying. Here it is. Yeah, that's trying to crawl up 102 to 106. And they had over 40,000 in volume right there, but it does look pretty good to roll off the MACD in that bottom. So keep an eye on that one. TNYA looking good. NUE. That one's up that $5. That's that steel company we were looking at last night. And like I said, X, that one is up now 70 cents and looking pretty good. And we were looking at these bad boys last night, and they are looking much better. Microsoft, let's see what that looks like. It's at 409 right now, and it's trying to get held up right there. It did come straight down, and yeah, it does have some pretty good support right there. So we'll keep an eye on Microsoft. That could be its bottom down here, and I would imagine that today's going to be its bottom for a lot of these bad boys because they're going to be way down, and I don't know if they're going to be dipping that hard for multiple days, but you know you're going to have that reaction to the tariffs and all. So yeah, we're going to see that definitely dip down. Good morning, let's show something. How are you today? And let me take a look and see what else is going on. Let me know if you guys want to see anything else. I'll see what's going on right here. The Dow futures slammed by 600 points after Trump hits Canada, Mexico, and China with tariffs. Markets unnerved by tariff man. And JP Morgan says Trump administration may be business unfriendly, it says. And stock futures sink after Trump brings in sweeping tariffs. And the dollar jumps and stock futures stink. Yeah, they stink too, but they sink 1% on tariffs. And that's what you're looking at. Yeah, they stink today. That's for sure. Everything looks like it stinks today, but it is a red one. Let's see what's trending. What's red over here and trending? Besides crypto, we'll go through it. Ethereum, Tesla, the SPY, DJT, Ford. I don't even know what ETHU is, the Ethereum Trust. DJIA is like the Dow Jones, so that's even down. Bitcoin's at 95,000. GM and CLSK, which is Clean Spark, is down. And we thought them ones were going to be pulling back. And I mean, it just made sense with crypto pulling back, but they are all hitting like support lines and going to get set up. So there's going to be a ton of great opportunity coming up. Obviously, I didn't think it were going to dip down this hard, but they certainly did on the tariffs. And somebody wanted me to look at a couple. COEP, let me see what that's doing real quick. COEP. This one had looked like it was topping out up there, but let's look because it keeps running up. So let me just take a look and see if it's doing anything this morning. That is Friday's date, and it's at 12:15. It looks like it topped out to me, so I would be careful with COEP. And it had run up there like it's in the top for a while, and so I would be careful with that one for sure. COEP, UOKA, we already, I think we might, did we look at it? Yeah, I think we looked at it this morning. Yeah, it's that real estate company. That one's jumped up there over 100%. BHAT, we did. What's it doing now? They bought over a ton of gold, and it's up a penny. So BHAT looking much better, getting cruising right there. So keep your eye on that one as well. And BGI, let's see what that one's doing here. BGI. And that one's trying to cruise Burks Group Luxury. I remember we did look at this the other day, as a matter of fact. And what is it doing here? February 3rd, it opened at 162. It got up to 180, and that's where it's at. It's not looking bad right there for BGI, so keep an eye on that. And what else was it? And that rhyme, we looked at that, and that was curling up there, and it was up 10%. It's up 8 now. and it is trying to crawl up and go through. So keep your eyes on RIME as well. And there you go for that list right there for a couple. And let's see what else is going on besides a whole bunch of red crypto. I'll look at it real quick. Let's see what's going on with crypto right here. Let me reload this. And Bitcoin is at 95,000. It's up a little bit from last night. Ethereum's at 2,623. That's up a little bit more. Ripple's at 242. Solana's at 198. And let's see what's going on here. Doge is at 25. So let's take a look and see how these bad boys look real quick and see what the charts are telling us. I think they probably bottomed out. I can only imagine here. So let's see what's happening with the charts. They did come down under that 200, and that's a huge dip down today. So we'll see. I mean, they could keep pulling back, to be honest with you. We'll see if that's that bottom wick right there. We'll be able to tell a little bit better today if they try to move up a little bit. So I'll keep an eye on crypto. You know that. I'll be watching everything today. Ethereum's at 2,625. And again, it's up a little bit from last night, but that thing just came way down. And that thing could get put, I mean, it's way under the 200. The 50's on up there trying to push it down. So Ethereum could get crushed down some more. And Ripple's at 242 here. And that one came way down. And again, it could keep coming down. That 200's way down there in like $1.60 range or $1.40 range. I'm sorry. So yeah, it could come all the way down there if it really wanted to. So we'll keep an eye on Ripple and see. And Solana's back to 198. And we'll have to take a look. That's coming down to its 200. And honestly, it looks like it wants to stay in that channel. So Solana doesn't look too bad right there. I mean, it looks bad, but not look terrible like the rest of them. It took a nice dip, but it's in a channel right now at least. Cardano's back to 72 cents. And that one came way back and under that 200. It's crazy to see them dip down this hard. And now they definitely have to get set back up. And Doge is at 25, and that one came under the 200. And we were looking at it before it was getting pushed down by that 50, but I thought it might try to jump up on there until yesterday happened, and then that was a wrap. So there you go with Doge. And let's look. Chainlink's at 1921. Let's take a look at it real quick and see what that's up to. And that one came back to the 200 as well. So yeah, it's crazy. These things are way down there. And let's look. Our Bonk, I'm sure it was already down. Bonk was, so can't imagine it looking real good right now. Yeah, Bonk's way down there, so Bonk might even be down lower than like it's lower than when it was in at March and stuff. So yeah, that had a huge run up, and now it's way down bonk. So holy cow, that one took a big dive as well. And crypto is getting crushed over there, and so is the market. It's nice and red, that's for sure. Nvidia, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, Apple. I mean, you name them, and they look pretty red. The only things that looked green, and I don't even think anything. Maybe a couple Exxon Mobil, a couple of the energy ones could be green right there, and then some little random ones. Yeah, Exxon Mobil's up a little bit. It has earnings, still doesn't even look good, but for whatever reason, it's up a little bit. And yeah, they are getting crushed today. So we'll be watching for these bottom opportunities. That's for sure. Let me see if you guys want to see anything else. RETL. Let's look at that one. RETL. And that's our retail bull, and yeah, that's coming down, isn't it? So RETL. Let's see. That is this morning. Oh, that's Friday. It was coming down 1042 to came all the way down to 989. It closed at 990. So that's where it's at right now. I don't see it moving, but I would have to imagine that it says Laptop Travel said, as with most things in the market, people have a tendency to overreact. So we believe retail ETF provides a great opportunity. It should hit this 20. I was gonna say it's in that channel right there. It didn't come out of the channel, and look for like that 980 to be its low. It didn't even get down. Oh, it came down to what 989. So it didn't get down quite that far yet. So yeah, keep an eye on it. And again, these things are going to have a nice pullback today, but watch and see if we're going to see if they want to bounce back up and catch some good opportunities there. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on everything right there. So good morning, Trader Mike. And you have a good one, Mr. Trader Mike. He enjoying the new spaces. Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate it. The Trump coin, we can look at that real quick. I have to hop on the deck screener for that one and type it in. I don't even follow that, so let me just type it in here. The Trump coin. Hold on. Trump. Let's see. I think this is probably it right here. Yeah, $18 and pulling back right there. So, yeah, you know how many people got pumped and dumped on that one? I mean, holy cow. Shooting it up to what, over like $50 or something, $80, whatever it was. And right around there in the 70s, I forget exactly how high it got up there. And now you're at what? 1827. And yeah, that's a hell of a getting crushed and getting the rug pulled on you right there. And yeah, I don't know if you'll have to see if that one even goes back up. Who the hell knows with these coins? That's why you got to get them in at the bottom and ride them on up and know that the project's good. So yeah, that one had that first day, it ran up and everyone was so excited and throwing crazy money and buying it at $50 and getting crazy. And now it's at 18, guys. So yeah, you'll get burnt any which way like that. So you got to be careful. And like I say, essentially, if people want to call things pump and dumps, everything's a pump and dump. Essentially, that's why I say that term is ridiculous because essentially everything would be. Things run down from the bottom and then they run up to the top and then they get sold off and come back down. I mean, that's all you can do. And RETL is at 907. It's trading in pre-market, and none of mine are telling me anything for that one. So there you go. But Laptop Travel sees it, so I'm sure it is moving around. And yeah, so it's down a little bit. And 907 would be, is that 907? You said, so that's down here. So yeah, that did come down underneath of the support line. So I would imagine that's hitting the bottom right there. Like I said, I don't see the chart set up, but just looking at it, I could see that it would be happening. And we'll take a look at it today and see when that wants to bounce. But yeah, that I'm telling you, we're gonna have a lot of great opportunities. Obviously, anytime you see sell-offs like this, you know you're gonna have a lot of great opportunities. Just sit back and wait for them to start bouncing. Let's take a look at the scanner, see what's going on. I think we probably covered everything, but it's all right. UOKA, that one did jump up there. And a real estate company, B hats up. And the Ethereum ETF, ETHU, way down there this morning. Rhyme getting set up. And that HCWB is popped up there. That's up over 100%. Reborn REBN, that's coming back down in that TCTM. And let's see that PRPH. This one might be one to take a look at. Let me see. Prophase Labs. And this one's trying to get set up, guys. So keep an eye on that. Let me see what it's doing here. PRPH. And that is today's date, 34 to 47. It's at 29, so it did run up and pull back already. I couldn't really tell on the FinViz there. Let's see here. The CYN, that's way down there too. Remember, we were looking at it and I said, oh, that one's going to have to dip down. And it certainly is, but maybe it'll be a good opportunity. It's down to what, 14 cents right here. So we'll keep an eye on that CYN. Let me open that up and see what it looks like. We may have to keep an eye on this thing. Yeah, that one's pulling back down there, so we'll have to watch for that very bottom down there. It looked like it was trying to run that day, and then that one just got shot down. Let's see, that soap is up. We were looking at it, and let's take a look at IVVD is looking pretty decent right there. It's run up a little bit and curled up, so keep an eye on that one. Maybe it can run around some more today. What else are we looking at here? That's looking decent besides nothing. I think that's it. Let me go to the volume side and see if there's anything on that side here. That PRPH and Reborn and a bunch that we just looked at. What's GHRS? That's popped up there. A biotech company in Ireland up like 89% this morning. And let's see, BCTX looks like it's trying to run. That is Brain Cell Therapeutics, BHAT. And that BGI, that Burks luxury thing, Burks Group, so the luxury good one. And what's PITA's way down there, PITA, that's way down. So that's a little look at the screener right there. And here you go, a little action on that PRPH. Yeah, that one's a little wild right there. I'm telling you, PRPH. So keep an eye on that thing. It's like I said, it's trying to get curled up right there and looking much better. So PRPH, what did it even do? It ran around what 34 to 47, and now it's at 29. So it did jump up there and it came back down. See if it can bounce back up again. And that is at PRPH Prophase Labs. And let's see, ADTX Barber. That wasn't looking too bad this morning. We did check it out. It's down like a little more than 0.5%. Let me take a look at the morning of it and see it better right here on February 3rd. It's at 11 cents and we closed the other day at 11. So it doesn't look too bad. It's actually at what 0.107 mine. Like I said, it rounds it up unless I look up there. But yeah, it's just under 11 cents and it's just flat down here. I mean, it's been in the basement forever. So let's see if that one can actually get moving. Maybe it will while everything else is pulling back. That would be good. So yeah, it doesn't look terrible, but it does have a tiny bit of pullback right there. And what else you guys want to see? Anything else? I think I got everything. Let me just take a look. And yeah, it's pretty red, guys. So I would say it's going to be a pretty red day here. And we'll take a look and see if we can find some good opportunities. And obviously, we're always looking for them. So I will keep you guys posted and make sure you trade smart on this red day. And it's going to be pretty brutal. But there are some poppers, like I said, UOKA and REBN. There's a few that are running up, and there always are a few that are running up. So we'll look at them. Take a look at that real estate sector too, because that thing's looking crazy. That SSTI, just a little bit of pullback right there. And CXW is pulled back a little bit, but I'm telling you, these guys are really getting set up too. So we'll keep an eye on them. COHU, that one's not looking too bad. That one's actually getting set up. And that Geo, let's look at it. That's down 71 cents. And what's Beyond doing again? It is down. I didn't think it was going to get into that top right there. Oh wait, no, let me look. That's Beyond Meat. I wanted to look at what was the one that we were looking at? BYON, that's it. BYON. Let's see if that gets in there. Oh, it is up 22 cents. Let's see. Oh wow, let's see. It does want to crawl up there. That's impressive. I'm impressed now. 821 to 898, and it's at 851 right now, guys. Keep an eye on this Beyond BYON. You know, we were looking at it last night. Like I said, a couple people were looking at it. It's right there. I mean, it looks like it wants to crawl up. I just if it today wasn't so brutal, the thing would already been popping up this morning. You can already see it. I mean, it is up a little bit there, so it's up 2%, 2.5% already. And yeah, it's just getting held back right there at that top line. So if it wasn't a brutal day, that thing would be moving, and that's BYON. So I'll keep an eye on that as well. And there you go. I would say that's probably a pretty good pre-market review, and it is a red one. Crypto and the markets are red thanks to great tariffs. And let's see if that has how long this is going to last because it's a pretty brutal market. I'm not going to lie. So we'll have to watch for these bottoms, find these great opportunities, which is only the good thing that there is, and then we have to ride them back up and hope that these tariffs don't really crush the market for like days and days because that would be a mess. So we'll keep an eye on things, keep you updated. And like I say, keep an eye on that real estate sector and then prisons because they are getting set up. The real estate ones are looking good, guys. So we went through a bunch of them last night, and there's a lot of them. There's 14 pages of real estate ones, and they're almost all looking good. Some have already ran up, so you just got to be careful with them ones. But so many are set up right there. So there you go, everyone. I'd say that's a pretty good pre-market on a very red day. Thanks for everyone hanging out, and thank you for all your help, Asian Joe Lee, for your Jolie's jumpers and laptop travel for your laptop lowdowns, Profit Logics, Jay Kratz, East Coast Beach Girl, and Licho something, Barbara, Trader Mike's on there, and G, and somebody, I wish I could say your name, but I don't know how, and Unreal for Reals on today, and Sinai, and Valeria, and Tobias, I think, yeah, I think something. TOB, what does that even say? TORB something. And Mike and Kimmy, how are you? Greg, Zach, everybody else. Hope you guys, like I said, have a great day here. Just going to be a pretty brutal one. I'll keep you guys updated. We'll look for all the ones that are trying to get set back up and run back up, obviously, and try to take advantage of them opportunities. So I'll keep you posted today. I'll be looking at everything, and I will guess definitely let me know if you want to see anything, if anything looks good to you guys as they are pulling back. If they're going to be bouncing back up, I like to look at them. So absolutely send over anything you're looking at, and we'll keep an eye on this market. Look at real estate sector; it's looking good. And there you go, everybody. Greatly appreciate you hanging out. Have a great day. Trade smart and lock in those profits if there is any today. So, yeah, goodbye. Good luck. See you later and have a great day, everybody.